Yo, boys, we're back at it again. We have a trade playing out. I got stomped out on one earlier today. We're still up though. I'm seeing this trade play out right now. I'm about to hop in a long as we speak. Gonna put my stop loss right above this for value gap. Gonna shoot to a 1 to 3 right here, or maybe a 1.2 right there. Let's hop in this trade. Put this long in. I'm expecting it to bounce off the bottom, bounce off that fair value gap. Three. Boom. All right, boys, we're in this trade right now. I'm not sure if you guys heard that ding, but we are in this trade. I'm risking $2,000 to make $6,000. This is a B class setup. Let's see how this plays out. Boom. All right, we're in this trade. Fair value gap right here, semi-filled. We have a larger fair value gap that just got filled right here. Not expecting it to fill completely. I'm expecting it to get inversed. Let's see, jump to the higher time frame. That is a 5-minute fair value gap. Boom, we are filling it perfectly. I'm expecting it to be inversed. We do have a rejection on it, but I'm not scared. Also another fair value gap right here. Major liquidity sweep up here, showing change of direction. Boom. Sweep of liquidity also again right here with a major liquidity grab. Waiting for the bounce off this fair value gap right around my entry. Would like to see an inverse coming in right here. Up around $300. Up around 500. Would like to see the break of structure on this top side right here as it's closing right here. Would like to see a close above that area. I would like to see the 5-minute also close above there. Already seeing signs of retracement. Not to worry though. Still up a good bit. Was up around 700 at this top right here. Like I said, we're trying to make around 2,000 on this trade. I'm going to move my stop loss up to around minus 300 to 400 right here. Tight stop loss. Not trying to risk too much money. My max loss today is going to be $1,000. Already lost 700 on the trade previous, so moving it to $300 minus, and that's totally fine with me. On my monitor, we are looking at a 15-minute fair value gap filling right here. Seeing a slight rejection right there, not to worry. Going to be adding one contract onto here. Let's see. One contract adding. One contract added right there. Seeing the rejectment, nothing too scary though. Going to move my stop loss back down. I know I am Not sticking to my rules too well, but there is a great chance it retraces back into this area. And I can afford to lose the money. B-class setup, as you can see right here. Trying to win 6,000, 2% of my account. The imbalance on this fair value gap now lays around right here. So there will be resistance at around those key areas right there. We also have the pass low under here. We also should mark out this pass high. New highs just got created right here. Oop. Those are previous session highs. These lines right here are previous session highs, London, New York. As we're on Bitcoin, there's not really sessions, 24 hours, but I still mark them out. Large time frame for value gap. Oh, inverse right here. That's a good sign, showing a weakening of a trend. Yes, it did inverse. This should play out pretty decently. Another fair value gap inverse. 15-minute time frame. 5-minute fair value gap large. Still in play. 15-minute definitely got inverse though. Even the big 15-minute is inverse. Also, we have 2 inverse fair value gaps on the 15-minute time scale. Scale out, look at both of those. This one right here inversed, and then there is a previous one that gets inversed right here. Oh no, that's not it. Not really sure what I was looking at then. On my monitor it shows an inverse for value gap. Not sure what that's about. Seeing slight rejectment, not to worry. Retrace back into this for value gap. 1 minute, already have a semi-fill, so the next imbalance on this would be down to here. My partial take profit is going to be one right about this right here, top of this value gap. Second's going to be around here. Third's going to be around here, and then final TP. Oh wait, no, final TP is up here. Alright boys, I'm just gonna let this play out and then we'll figure it out then. Yo boys, we're back at it again. We have a trade playing out. I got stomped out on one earlier today. We're still up though. I'm seeing this trade play out right now. I'm about to hop in a long. Okay, back to this trade. We just had 2 TPs get hit. Nope, only 1 TP get hit. Only got off the trade for a second. We got the reject we needed. Waiting for the second TP to hit. Right here. Barely missed it. See how this plays out. Creating a large time frame or a small time frame for value gap right here. Showing resistance at these key levels like I believed. 5 minute for value gap, inversed. Figured. Ooh. Showing rejectment. We called that to happen. Waiting for the full inverse on the 5 minute. Seeing rejectments. Moving my stop loss to break even. Not expecting a retrace back to this fair value gap at this time. Expecting a subtle climb up. Would expect to bounce at these key levels right here. There also was a sweep of liquidity right here, a push below low, and then change of direction. Understandable. My first TP took out our original investment, so now we are, no matter what, going to be making money. I think on this trade, if it were to go straight to my stop loss, I still make around $500. That's just a protection of myself. Didn't quite make it to that area yet. Expecting a retrace back down to here. Five minute for value gap from here to here. Nearly got inversed. Could not get a close above though. Waiting for the retracement back to these key levels. So far that's a doji right there, a long wick doji. We have a long wick doji, so price is uncertain on where it wants to go. Let's see what happens right here. Let's see if we can get a bottom hammer. Increase and then break a structure to the upside. Let me take out this TP because it's already hit. We do have a fair value gap forming right here. Formed. We could have possibly retraced into this area right here. 1 minute for value gap retracing as we speak. See here. Yep, so we bounce off that fair value gap. Looks like we're gonna continue the highs. Really did believe we're gonna wick down to this area before the rejectment back up, but I'll take an earlier climb. Price is showing uncertainty at this level right here though. I think it's the lack of volume since it is a Saturday. As shown right here, here. Price is not very volatile today. Volume sitting at 1.83 thousand. 1,800. Normal volume is around 7K. 7,000. Let's see if we are going to end up retracing back down. There's a rejectment to the downside right there, small. Still want to stay above this key level right here. Here's our bottom. And our new top already marked with that TP. No news is coming out since it is a Saturday. Market's moving quite slow due to it. There we go. There's a little slight upside trend right there. Let's see how this continues. 1 minute, we're breaking outside this for value gap. Let's see if we struggle to close. Looks like we closed right about inside there, maybe a little bit out. Nothing too exciting. There is an imbalance waiting from here to here. Imbalance forming. Let's see how this plays out. Yo boys, we're back at it again. We have a trade playing out. Got stopped out on one earlier today. We're still up. Yo boys, we're back at it again. We have a trade playing out. I got stopped out on one earlier today. We're still up though. I'm seeing this trade play out right now. I'm about to hop in a long as we speak. All right, we're seeing a rejectment to the downside, trying to seek out my stop loss. We could be forming a liquidity sweep right here. Not too sure. We are pushing above highs though. It has been having a trend of doing this. No worries though. We still make $500 if it does end up stomping me out right here. Filled that balance, inversed it. Let me see. We have an inverse for value gap showing a trend switch. Major liquidity grab, 5-minute time frame. Close inside that fair value gap. Possible rejectment to the downside. Unless one of these next few candles jumps up pretty high, like that's a decent candle. Unless it closes above here, most likely end up closing out our position. Not much volume, as you can see. This candle isn't doing anything yet. Gonna end up moving my final TP just to around here. Stop loss gonna put at right here. So either way, I make around $1,000 in this trade now. Not too bad. Would like to hit up here and make around 1,500. Waiting for more of a positive pulse right now. Market's not moving very good. We did inverse this gap, but not on the 5-minute time frame. We are still overall bullish, creating higher highs, higher lows. Wicks are extremely long. See how this plays out. Whoa, seeing a slight pulse, about to hit my take profit. Extremely close. Oh, I believe my take profit. Yep. Take profit just got hit. We are closing the day off plus $1,200 as we get the retracement back down right now. Most likely still go to highs. Well, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys on another video, but for now, that's how you make $1,200 live.